Yo, guys, what's up? We're back here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Okay, where's Twitch? I got Twitch. I got everything back here on the Freedom Revolution Network. I am your host, Dwayne Lanham, here with the Freedom Revolution Network. It is good to see y'all back here today. Make sure I got comments. Again, I don't have fucking comments. Is it doing another fucking... It's doing it again.
Well, I've heard a lot of places are turning off comments on sites, so.
Well, hold on. There's my comment on YouTube.
Yep.
Hey, I got comments. TLO, I'm keeping you in here. Don't leave.
Oh, the harrowing tales of Dwayne Lamb.
I am back here with the Freedom Revolution Network. I am your host, Dwayne Lanham. This is my co-host, TLO. What's
Hello.
up?
How's everyone doing?
If y'all want to donate to the Freedom Revolution Network, go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. I'm getting all the statistics out of the way now. That way they're not there later. This is an afternoon edition of the Night Talk. I know it's not night, but we're just doing it for the shits and giggles of it since I have time. And I work tonight.
Huh. That would make a difference.
So I'm trying to fit shows in where shows fit. I'm trying to be like Tim here for a minute. But no. So, TLO, the reason my ass decided to go to fucking Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, decided to go to Pittsburgh, PA. So Scarlett was behind the making.
Hold on.
Of going to Pittsburgh.
I got somebody knocking on the door here, so.
I'm being quiet. Guys, it's just taken me a minute to get comments. I don't know why. I am lagging on YouTube. I don't know why. I am lagging.
Yes, you are.
Am I lagging that bad, TLO?
Yes. Both broadcasts.
Take my computer charger out.
Pretty bad.
Oh, does TLO have guest over?
No. Somebody was knocking on the door. One of the workers from the building being dumb because it was the wrong door. I was like, "Thanks, guys."
Am I lagging now?
You're better. Well, no. Like your voice isn't matching up with your picture there. So I don't know if that's me or if that's the internet. So maybe if someone in the comments wants to help us out, post a comment, tell Dwayne if he's doing a great job, if he's lagging.
I'm going to my settings. Give me 1 second. This is a new computer, so I am having technical difficulties. TLO is getting my other computer. Once I ship it out.
And then I will get my little setup going. Maybe getting what the internet installed and possibly have my own show.
Ooh. Oh, that am fucking lagging. I want a high
Yep.
definition camera, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm just buying one, like a little handheld high
It
definition
shut my
camera.
camera off.
Yeah, I heard. Beep.
Oh, that's a lot fucking better. I am back. Is it better now since I turned my actual other camera on, or is it my fucking internet again?
I think it's your internet because you're still lagging. Because yeah, your mouth just moved like you're in
Then let
a
me shut my
Godzilla movie.
all right. Then let me shut my internet off and come back.
All right. Wow,
Yellow,
wow.
you take over the show. You're the freaking co-host.
Right? I was about to say, well, while Dwayne takes a little trip down his own rabbit hole, um, anyone who's out there that can have a comment or whatnot, I do see a few folks are watching, lurking, munching on their chips or gummies. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. And speaking of boats, I heard recently that they are the reason why a lot of stuff is starting to get expensive out there is because a lot of shipping lines are being shut down quietly due to the fact that a lot of global powers are secretly moving forces around to prepare for whatever bullshit that they want to start with each other. So we'll see what happens with that. I know recently Mr. Trump had sent out a carrier group, first one of its kind, and I believe they said since the war, a battle group of two carriers. Normally don't have two of them in one battle group because, logistics, battle stuff, whatever. So it was a show of force, but also like stuff is getting hot out there, people. Like I've seen other countries dealing with some ickiness. I believe Australia is having issues with China as well with their shipping and shipping lines. So a lot of stuff is heating up in other ways other than whether or not you wear a face mask or this COVID-19 pandemic. Right now, there's a
I'm
lot
back,
of,
buddy fuckers. Did
and
I
I
lag that
see,
time?
yeah, it's the internet.
Well,
But
watch this shit. No one's fucking downstairs. So watch this. We about to do a thing.
he's about to do a thing, y'all. Maybe he's gonna take the purple pill.
Ah, fuck that. I'm taking the red pill.
Shit, I take a purple pill.
Fuck's the purple pill.
Um, there's a couple of them, but one of them I'm not going to name on air.
Oh, we're gonna do that now, huh?
Yeah. Well, bored, sitting around all by myself, all lonesome, and with gobs of money. I don't know. It can spell trouble.
Why, why, but why,
Am I able to plug into the Ethernet cord? No, I'm having laptop difficulties. Or do you want me to wait?
but here's,
Okay, my mom and Scarlett are talking, so I'm gonna shut off my camera.
All right. So, anyways, anybody out there? Oh wow, now he's me.
How the fuck am I you? I
Wow.
just changed the
Eh,
fuck.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Matrix calling. I'm like
Fuck
Agent
that.
Smith, and I'm multiplying
All right.
here.
Is my voice lagging now or no?
Well, you have your avatar up, so it's not. So it's good enough.
Yay! Sorry, guys. I got a brand new computer yesterday, so it's not used to doing this.
It hasn't worked the kinks out yet.
Yeah. But no, so dude, like, so the whole reason behind going to PA, we started driving at midnight. We decided to go get lost driving. Now I know that sounds stupid. Why the fuck do you want to go get lost when all this shit's popping?
I could say something.
Well, go ahead, Tilo. What are you gonna say?
I don't know what it is about folks and that, but I do remember one of my friends back in high school suggesting that, and me and another friend promptly squashed that idea.
What did y'all squash?
We did not go get lost.
We did. We ended up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Exactly. And how much did that cost you in gas?
$30.
Precisely. Wow, shit. $30 back in my day would have easily gotten a full tank of gas, Taco Bell, maybe a little bit of porn down at the adult shop if you could slip in.
You know what,
But yeah,
good sir? Fuck you. It's not like how it is today.
30, yeah, well, no shit. $30 barely gets you a fucking pizza down at the local shop. Because nowadays everything is, goat's milk, cheese, and Kalamata olives, and all the specialty vegan and all that stuff. And like, granted, if you have like actual medical conditions for that sort of thing, yeah, granted. But when you don't, and you're just doing it as some sort of fucking fad, and you're charging people 30 to 40 fucking dollars for a 9-inch pizza, I take issue with that.
Why? What's your issue with it?
Huh? You're just preying on people.
I said, what's the issue with it?
Huh? What do you mean? What's the issue?
I mean that
it's
is
it's the negative side. If you want to
hold on.
Dwayne, I would say stop playing with yourself, but I don't think that's possible.
Like, I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Hello, are you there?
Yeah, but you're lagging really bad.
What the fuck's
I am.
Yeah, I'm joining by my Wayne is just gonna say fuck it and do it this way.
And so he's disappeared once again, trying to address whatever is going on. But anyways.
Hello.
Doing it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot better.
I don't know why the fuck I'm having this issue. I'm sitting here playing with my computer while I'm doing this.
Right.
But no, so like I was saying, is we decided to go to Pittsburgh, PA, and we called Scarlett.
Right.
Hi, Bonnie. And Scarlett was the one that helped us get halfway there.
Okay. So she was implicit and or complicit in this adventure, so to speak.
Guilty. She was guilty as charged. And I thought it was funny.
I guess. I don't know. I can think of some better things to get into at that time of night, but you know.
Yeah, that's you. We had nothing to do. There was four of us in the car with nothing to do at night.
Well, yeah, and see, that's the thing is people don't realize that if this is the way that they want us to live, like people are going to start getting into whatever the fuck they find because people are going to be bored. If we're always in lockdowns or quarantines or whatnot, and everything's closed, even if you can move around, then that's going to pile up. It's going to be a lot more people trying to go out there and get lost or do this or do that or do something really naughty and probably get away with it because nobody's fucking looking.
Right? Dude, in the 8 hours, in the 9 hours we were in a car, we did not see one cop at all.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I mean. Like the only cops I usually see are running down county highways or if they're in the downtown district. I don't usually see them around here in my neighborhood, with the exception of highway. What is it called technically? 55. It's called we call it Hiawatha here, but yeah, I see them go zooming up and down that way, but like actually like patrolling in neighborhoods or like anything like that, even, especially even the Phillips neighborhood, which is under the third precinct. Let's just be real, people. They still have abandoned the third precinct. For them to say that they retook it, they didn't retake shit.
Oh, they're not even back in the third precinct yet?
No, like they say they are, but they're definitely not operating out of the third precinct. I guarantee you they're probably on some other site, but they're in there doing whatever they do. I don't know, take pictures of each other, jerking each other off. I don't know.
Yeah, but dude, like I was saying, is like we get there, dude, and the first thing we think is Heinz Field.
Yes.
So we
Very
went and
good.
seen Heinz Field.
Right.
I'm literally about to call Rent a Center after this and tell them to give me a different fucking computer.
Well, yeah, it seems to be very problematic, my friend.
Hell yeah, it's fucking problematic.
Yes, BJ, there is a blue flu going on. It happened the minute that Minneapolis here basically said "fuck you," and the city
Right?
council voted to dismantle the police. Ever since that happened, basically they checked out. Like it's kind of like if you're watching a Patriots game and see them losing, you'll see Tom Brady on the sideline pouting. It's just kind of hand in hand.
That's what the police are doing.
That's exactly what the police are doing. They're pouting on the sideline, literally and figuratively.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong with this computer, but it's starting to be gay.
What kind of computer is it?
It's an HP.
Yes, which are normally fine machines.
Really fine machines. Brady acts like a spoiled brat most of the time. I
Yes,
couldn't I couldn't agree more with you, Bonnie.
yes. Like I've literally seen him on the turf like a fucking child, like
God, the day
sitting
that he
there.
lost to the Seahawks.
Yes, yes, that is that one. Like where he literally just sat there and looked like a deflated 6-year-old child that had his fucking favorite ball taken away. Like seriously, he looked like he was about to spaz out and start wailing. Like, mommy, they took the ball away from me. I can't play anymore.
I still can't believe Brady is on the fucking Buccaneers. What the fuck were they thinking?
Um, well, let's face it, the NFL has been um riddled in the NFL's history has been riddled with a lot of quarterback comebacks, so to speak, where a perceived out of date quarterback goes to another team and tries to reclaim some former glory and whatnot. You know, because I mean,
you're not lying. TLO, is this better?
Yes, it is a little better, but you're still kind of laggy.
Of course I am. It's settings in here. But no, like I was saying, I fucking hate the guy for many reasons.
He is really spoiled. Like let's be real. Life is not difficult for a Mr. Tom Brady. Like let's be absolutely fucking real in every aspect of his life. Because obviously he's got a gift for football, obviously. So, you know, it's not any problematic things there. Um, his wife, well, you know, there's no problems there either.
I
So I
bet
don't know.
not.
I don't really see him having too many troubles in the world. And that's why it's so funny to see him, you know, act the way he does on the field when he loses. It's like, bro, like even though you lost, like you get to go home to, you know, whatever. And I'm sure it's a, you know, 12 bedroom, 8 bathroom fucking super mansion or whatever. So like I
Big
don't think
house for
things
no
are really too
reason.
tough for you. At the end of the day, like shit, if I was Tom Brady and I lost that Seahawks game, yeah, I'd be pissed, but I'd be like, damn it, I should have done better. I wouldn't be sitting there looking like some little kid, like a little baby and shit, sitting there all like, oh my god, I can't believe I lost. Wine.
You know what the funny thing was about that Seahawks game though? That fucking trick shot, that fucking Philly used, the Philly special.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnie said, I wonder if Brady knows who his real friends are rather than those who follow him for his money.
Well, let's just be real. Anybody who has friends like and they get money and those friends are there, like those are most of the time ones that you can be solid with. But pretty much anybody after the fact that you get money comes along, they're pretty much there for the money. Like, let's just be real. Like people say, "Oh yeah, he's a nice guy. I love how he thinks." Like, no. It's because he drives a McLaren.
You know what? That probably could be the issue with that though. It's because
So like,
he does drive that.
yeah, he does. Like literally, he drives a McLaren, which is like a $2.2 million car, I think. Something stupid like that. It's up there. It's up there. And I don't know. I've always thought that the sideways pass was either made famous by what was his name?
Bradshaw.
Wasn't it? I was about to say either Bradshaw or even Bart Starr
It was
because he had the
Terry
sideways.
Bradshaw. Elo, is this better since I have headphones in?
A little bit, but it still lags. Like it had plays catch up, so like it goes fine for a minute, but then like every so often it'll start lagging.
That is the processing unit in this thing.
Oh, that's a very probable. Yeah, that does
But
sound about
no. So what I'm talking about, Pam, not Pam, but Bonnie, is
right.
the Philly special that fucking they used for. Oh, I might know what be the problem. Might be the problem because I have my Xbox connected to this.
Well, yeah, if it's
My Xbox connected to my computer. That's probably why.
yes, it's eating up that bandwidth, bro.
Dude, it has to be like because my computer was running fine. System. Oh, please tell me there's not a fucking update for this bitch.
Uh, That also could be the reason why.
Yeah, that's the fucking reason. I'm about to fucking just tell him take the fucking thing back.
And that's the and BJ, that is the truth. A lot of the nation is tired of the Patriots winning. Most sports, if you have a team that's like super dominant, it's like actually scientifically proven that people start to lose interest and like viewership or
Dude,
participation starts going down.
I lost interest once. They won 5 Super Bowls back.
I thought it was they won 4 back-to-back, then they made it to the Super Bowl, lost, remember, to the Bears, and then they made it back again and then won.
That might have been it. I really don't remember.
Right? Because I mean, after I think the second or third championship to the Patriots, I was like, meh, I'm kind of over it.
I mean,
yeah.
I can't blame you necessarily.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like it's cool to see like other teams win. Like that's the whole point why I watch football is like not necessarily just to see the same team win over and over again. It's to see like different teams overcome different challenges and whatnot. You know. Uh-oh.
Right.
BJ's got a omen.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I was trying to get, but we all know that didn't go over so well.
Gotcha. So yeah, no, like let's see.
I'm opening up.
Go ahead.
I'm opening up my other internet thingy to see if that fucking resolves this whole thing. Because if not, then I'm just gonna go fucking downstairs and break.
Well, I wouldn't break it if it's coming from RAC. Just saying.
Oh, Rent Center's gonna fucking hear it. Because this whole fucking computer, they said it's supposed to be fast, no issue. Well, you're giving me a fucking issue. Remind me to never go to Rent Center to get another fucking computer.
It seems very problematic, so yeah, it's hard to argue with you.
Where is the?
Oh wait, what notification did I just get? Oh, wait a second. So we've got Hannah on top of Douglas. This should be interesting. All right. So weather is going fuck nuts.
I'm about to fucking do that.
An overlord.
Y'all might get to hear me call Rennis.
Oh, how can Star Wars blame the fans because their toys suck? Oh my god, is that an actual toy?
Because it's.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid Disney. But I love how Disney's getting like its ass chewed out by like an actual like Disney. Like an actual like
Right?
family descendant of Disney. So she's like, you guys have lost your fragile little minds. And no, you can't blame her because yeah, there's a lot of that going around. It's like a lot of places are just like, oh, let's try and like skim by as far as like any sort of health and safety and try and gouge the customers because we're charging them extra for the supposed like extra safety that we're basically skating by on. and whatever other like furloughing our employees, were passing that charge along to you. And because I've heard like going to Disneyland right now is just atrocious. Like I've heard people like actually
Dude,
like
here's the
having
thing.
mental breakdowns because they're like, not being able to deal with the fact that Disneyland or World is just sucking it up.
Disneyland ain't the same of what it used to be.
Oh yeah. I mean, just with the addition of certain things, but more so just because like, yeah, I mean, this whole I knew from the
Right?
get-go, once Disney bought Star Wars, I knew it was just going to not end well for anybody. And it's
I
happening.
still can't I still can't believe they actually fucking did it. Like that's what I'm genuinely shocked about.
What about reopening?
No, that Disney bought Star Wars.
Oh, that Disney bought Star. Well, no, because Disney wants to buy up everybody, so everything is Disney. I mean, there's one point where they're trying to buy Universal, and Universal said, we have a pretty
Well,
good we have a pretty good thing going on our own."
right.
And that's why you see Universal Studios, as far as like a theme park, perform pretty darn well. You know, it's definitely got more of the theme park aspect as opposed to say Disney World or Disneyland, which is more of the theme worlds as a part, uh, you know, as opposed to
Right.
a theme park. So one's
Right. Like
about rides, one's about experience.
I always wanted to go to Disneyland in Disney World.
Yeah,
But since the whole
I've been to the
bullshit with
world
that
three
started,
times.
but since that it started, I haven't wanted to go to it at all. I just
Yeah.
kind of set back and said, "Fuck it,
Yes, well, it's hard to imagine going
I'm not
and
going."
walking around a hot park where you can't really do super too much and you're supposed to stay away from everything and you can't really eat like foods like you used to, go and sit down and grab a quick bite
They
at whatever little shop
can
or
sit
whatnot.
in there. Sorry,
Wow, yeah, your computer is foobarred. It's either that or the internet, because yeah, you are still lagging bad. Correct, BJ.
yeah.
Absolutely. There's a point where the corporation gets too greedy, and they lost that shit. That ship sailed, I'd say, probably about the mid '80s, mid to late
Well,
'80s.
it's because it's like it's trying.
Wow, Dwayne, you are like seriously coming in and out like bad. But yeah, they the corporations, especially say Disney, got really greedy. First off, it was kind of driven by the toy wars in the '80s. And then they just kind of got full of themselves because it had a few really good successes with their animated movies back then. I believe it was The Little Mermaid that kind of pushed them over the edge and kind of flipped it on its side. Disney with that movie, I think, kind of realized its potential. And as you said, BJ, like it went to their heads because we've seen it over the last, especially the last decade or so. Because now you've got like specific movies coming out at certain times that you can expect. Like you can expect like a Pixar movie every summer, and you can expect like an adult Disney movie that's either released by like Touchstone or what's the other one subsidiary? Oh well, now they can release it through freaking 20th Century Fox now that they own that too. So like they always do these things. And like when I went to Disney World, it's funny. I got three chances to do it, and they're all in somewhat separate like civilizations or at points in our civilization where like things skewered, because I literally went to Disney World months before September 11th. I went in I do believe it was March of 2001, and I went there with the family of my first ex fiance. We went there on their family trip. Spent a couple of weeks down there. Actually, it was quite enjoyable. About 12 days. So we had 10 days there, and then 2 days we did at Orlando Studios, and that was fun because at that point my ex fiance and I were taking pictures with the Fast and the Furious cars, the original ones that they had on display down at the park, because it was 2001 when the first Fast and the Furious came out. So there's that. And yeah, like back then, the park, it was fun. It was People were enjoying themselves. Like, and one of the things is like there wasn't any sort of like connotations. Like everyone wasn't like there to like prove a point or to try and like be in your face about whatever they believe in. There was none of that. Like you would see like political shirts here and there, but most of that is frowned upon, and they actually don't allow you in with certain shirts. So there is that. And I don't know if they've gotten lax in more recent years. Since the last time I was there was 2014, and so that was an interesting one, because that was the first one that I went to the Star Wars weekend experience. Stayed there long enough to experience 2 weekends. Got to see Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian. Both of those cats were there. I waited in a long line to try and meet Lando, but it just got 4 hours. It was too much. Sorry, you know, love the guy, but nah, 4 hours is my limit. But anyways, I also went. What was it? 2010, I do believe, and that obviously is in the period shortly after sort of the crash in 2008, and so things were somewhat different in a perspective that there was a lot of people there that you could tell just needed to be there, that they were just like, yeah, like we need a vacation. And that's how that vacation felt. Like when I went, it's like it felt like it was like a mandatory vacation that you needed to have, otherwise you're going to lose your shit. Yes, BJ, there was more laughter. There really was. And I saw the decline even with just being there the 3 times. I know some people, like there's friends of one of my exes that have like gone 2 to 3 times to Disney World every year.
Please
And
tell me this is so much better.
yes, it is so much better. Your
Oh
your
my
mouth is moving.
god.
It doesn't look like a Kurosawa movie.
All right, guys. I am sorry about the. I went into my mom's room, grabbed my laptop, the one I'm giving TLO. I'm gonna call Rent a Center here in about 5-10 minutes and tell them like, look, I need to come down. I need a different computer.
Like stat.
And TLO, I'm actually. Can you run this a little bit more so I can call?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
I'm going on about Disney and whatnot, so I'm
You're
good.
good.
So yeah, back to the theme parks. Another thing that I noticed and really appreciated about the parks when I first went there, let's just say like I knew about the Disney thing and what they were starting to become, because it was obviously 2001. So the 90s, I mean, obviously with like Toy Story coming out and Lion King, and they just started to become such a juggernaut at the movies, at the toy stores and whatnot. And in a lot of ways I could see their corporate greed, and I was kind of over it at that point. So when I went the first time, um I was kind of like, why would you want to like do this? Why would you want to do that? Because like all they're trying to do is make money off of you. Because every little thing seemed like it cost so much money. Like a glass of water, if you just needed water, was like $2, $3, and you're like, it's just like a glass of water. You could probably pour it out of the bathroom sink in the back. But it was I don't know, I wouldn't say like I fought the visit, but I was just like, I'm not gonna buy this, I'm not gonna sit here and like, oh, kind of play along with the characters and this and that. The second time though, my partner at the time, person I was with for a very long time, um, very awesome woman, um, she said like, well, don't look at it this way, look at it as if you're escaping from everything else. And yes, it's expensive, but it's kind of like one of those sandals vacations for adults but only for kids. And I was like, I gotcha. So you pay to pretend and play. I see. And so as I was there in 2009, 10ish, um, I started just pay attention to how it was done. And I learned to appreciate how detailed everything was. Like how park benches were like had like little graffiti, but it was actually there, like graffiti on there. And say like if you're in the park by like the Magic Kingdom, like it had like the like little graffiti thing signatures of like the dwarves. And I was like, huh. Or you go walking along a pathway and like you notice that the pathway actually, the cement in the pathway is shaped or discolored, so it actually looks like some of the characters, but you don't notice it unless you actually like pay attention to it. And I was once again, I was like, huh. So just the fact that there's so much put into the detail of these parks, I learned to appreciate the parks a little bit more. And then it also helped that I had a lot better experience with some of the people who worked at the parks, because the characters, or at least the people who were hiring at that point, were a hell of a lot better paid, because you at least had people who wanted to play the parts or wanted to be the characters, not just there for a paycheck. So they were enjoying and totally getting involved in their portrayals, and it helped make the whole experience a lot better. And then
So,
by the oh, go ahead, and I see you're back.
so I just got off the phone with the Renaissance. They're making me take it in and possibly trading it in for a new one after they look at it.
Of course. After they inconvenience you.
Yeah. But mind you guys, this is the computer that I have that I just got from Renaissance.
Right. Looks all nice and slick.
All nice, slim, easy to fit in a backpack. It's better than this big ass Dell that I got. I'll open it up for you guys so you can see it. It looks nice, right?
Right.
It works like fucking shit.
Maybe it's too thin. Maybe it needs to eat a digital sandwich.
So now I'm going to take this back here in like 30 minutes. But no, TLO, speaking of Disneyland, someone, I think it was like my friend sent this message to me the other day, right?
Right.
And I got to go find her name. Our friend Video Kid TLO that we see pop in said a former top 11 Walt Disney executive was sentenced to prison this month for nearly 7 years for child rape. Michael Laney, 73, who was the vice president of Walt Disney, was found counting four counts of first-degree sexual abuse and sentenced to 81 months in prison.
Wow, it's not very long.
No, it's not really long.
What was that, 12 years?
7 years.
7 years. Wow, that's really not long. Yeah, I know. I love how like I've had friends who've spent years in prison for like just having marijuana, but someone who goes and does really icky things to a kid can be out. Because if he's in there and he's doing like good behavior, he probably could be out in 4 years. Especially since he was a CEO of Disney.
Right. Dude, I'm tired of all the negative shit going on.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you couldn't imagine that there's some sort of pedo um, faction that's trying to hide out in, say, Disney or like Nickelodeon or any of those sort of things, then you're kind of like deceiving yourself.
Right. So, guys, now mind you, I'm turning on my new computer, right? I'm going to walk y'all through this shit. Because this is some fucking shit, right?
Wow. This really is a different movie.
What are you watching, TLO?
I'm watching The Wild Bunch, the director's cut.
The Wild Bunch, the director's cut.
Mm-hmm. Totally different. Totally different movie now. Before I thought it was just a classic Peck and Paw movie where motherfuckers got shot like 20 times.
Dude, I just they always go where children's gather. And see,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're obviously working in that environment to get closer to their fucking prey. Like it'd be like a tiger working at a goddamn Foot Locker.
Right.
Or I should say lion. That would be more appropriate. Geographically speaking. Because tigers are India, lions are Africa.
So
Oh, I
TLO,
love how my freaking mother is telling me good morning at 2 in the fucking afternoon.
what are you doing?
Are you kidding me, mother unit? And I thought I was supposedly having a late night. Jeebus.
Yeah, I'm sitting here doing the show.
Yes, BJ.
No, you
The
did
Wild
not.
Bunch. Very, very great. I feel it's one of the classics,
TLO.
or at least a underappreciated classic. Sam Peckinpah film. Very gritty. Um, I believe the last time I actually watched this was when I was significantly younger, like at least 20 to 25 years younger. Um, I originally saw it when I was very young because, well, my father was a firm believer in living a life with pretty much no filters at all. And so I saw it, I would say, probably about 4 or 5 years old. And so it help kind of shape who you see before you, well, here before you today. I put it into the category of one of the movies, classical movies that have helped influence and define the last one, TLO. And so I sometimes have weekends because I have quite a few of those movies in my collection that you know helped influence the character development of this
I love you.
wacky guy that you hear today. So yeah, no, the director's cut, there's an awful lot more skin in it, BJ. A lot more skin. Um, there's a few more poignant talking moments as well between the characters.
Tilo, is it
Um,
doing the same thing that it was before?
no,
It's not
no,
lagging no more?
no. Your mouth and sound is matched up, so you're good.
Oh, wow. So it actually was my fucking Google Chrome browser.
Yeah, it does look that way because you seem to be coming through loud and clear.
So I'm probably still going to take this in.
Yeah. And obviously something's up with the uh, Chrome that's installed on that bitch. Maybe you might be able to change it over. Let's see. I'm trying to look at what the time run on this. 145 minutes. Yeah, I believe that is about 15 minutes longer than the original one. At least, I think 15, 20 minutes. Because I want to say it was originally like 120 minutes or 128, something like that. But
You know what, Bonnie? When it comes to a movie, you do need those talking moments to carry the storyline.
you do, but a lot of times those poignant, those very like really raw and really like good moments between characters, showing great character development, are taken out of movies just because to save time. And it happens so much. Oh yeah, 15 minutes can make or break a whole storyline. Like there's so many movies out there that I will not watch anymore unless it is a director's cut, because I've seen the director's cut and I've seen the original or the theatrical release, as it were. And I'm just like, wow, they hacked so much shit that it's almost a different movie. And that's why right now there's this huge thing where we'll see it transpire. I do believe it's next year, they said it'll happen, with HBO Max releasing the actual true Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League.
You know what? I want them to do a direct cut of Nightmare on Elm Street.
To be honest, I believe Craven was asked that, and he said that he really didn't cut too much from the original. That he
He
was
did.
that was close to his vision. That's the reason why he made so much money. That's the reason why it's still a classic to this day, because it was one of the best freaking horror movies of all time. You had suspense, you had character development, you had mystery, you had fear, you had some funny moments. Because let's just, I'm sorry, but like Freddy Krueger, if he had some stand up, I would go and watch him do some stand up, talk
If
some shit
Freddy
about,
Krueger had stand-up comedy, oh my god.
for real. I go watch him talk about some eviscerations and shit, because you know he'd make it funny as shit. You know he would.
Yeah, dude, it's just been with all the shit going on and everything. We need more stand-up comedy in our life.
Well, I was going to go back to something dark as a really good example. I don't know if you've seen this one, BJ, but check out Sucker Punch, the movie Sucker Punch, because there is the theatrical release, and then there's the director's cut. And I swear by anything, like the director's cut, it's so revealing. Like it makes the movie like so much better. You're just like, oh, now I get it. Now the movie makes sense, because the original theatrical release was only released or trimmed down to the way it was, just I think it was to save on time, but also to get more explosions and girls in small outfits on the screen more. So, but yeah, like if you watch the director's cut, it like changes the whole perspective and dynamic of the movie. Sort of the way that with Blade Runner, there's actually technically 4 different versions of the same movie, because there's a theatrical release, there is a director's cut that he released, I believe it was in 2003. And then there was a weird one that they had at the end of the 90s that was like a dubbed one for people who I guess needed to have Harrison Ford narrate through the thing. And they finally just recently, I believe, released the true director's cut, which apparently is like another half hour or something added onto it. Um, but it actually follows a little bit more of like Leon's character development, and a little bit more of I believe, what was her name, Zana, the first replicant to get retired by Deckard.
Bro, so listen to this, TLO. So we've all been talking about the new stimulus check coming out, right?
Well, you've been talking about it. I'm just learning about it.
The new stimulus check will be out next week.
Shit. Well, if I get my taxes early, I'm going to be sitting on an extra $3,000.
Send some of that my way, bitch. The fuck?
Well, some of it will probably definitely trickle down to the FRN, so there is that.
Help us out over here, dude. We struggling.
Well, right now I got to think about upgrades, so there is that. Looking over some new apartments here. Some 1-bedrooms, so I can get out of the silly studio. Maybe if I got a bedroom, then maybe somebody would want to come visit me or spend the night. So yeah, got that going on in my world. So I got the blueprints or the layouts and the pricing. It'd be an additional $200-300 a month, but I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
You think? You know you can do it.
Well, I don't know quite yet. Stuff is still happening at my work where it may shake out where I may make a little bit more, just because a certain circumstance happened and it put a little bit of fear into them. Because, well, let's just face it, I'm pretty good at the jobs that I do. There's a reason why, like, I've worked at places for years upon years. Like, I think the average length of time that I spend at a company is probably about between 3 to 4 years, and that's
right.
average. That's average time.
Right. And I do want to apologize to all the viewers real quick. I've been in and out of the show dealing with technical difficulties. It seems, is my voice and my words still matching up to my face?
Yes.
Okay. Want to make sure.
Yes, well, I had to downsize because of my situations, after, separating from my ex, then going through a traumatic brain injury, then getting abandoned by ex and left with a very lopsided deal. I had to downsize, but I've clawed my way back, and I want to get back up to at least moderate living. I've never lived excessively. That's been a couple of my relationships, but well, one lasted for about 10 years, but not the other couple ones didn't last for very too long at all. But I try to always live, well within my means. That's part of the reason why my credit is, I guess, as stellar as it is. I think it's now like close to 800, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it's because like I'll use my credit card, but I won't ever like get too crazy with it. Like I'm not the one that'll go out there and just drop like 12 grand on a credit card and be like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. It's like, wait, I don't have 12 grand to be spending on a fucking credit card. So why would I be doing that and like taking the hit? Especially with the way interest rates are on most credit cards.
So, you guys want to hear something new that I wrote?
All right, lay it on us.
Even though I walk through the valley, I will not fear, 'cause you are here. I may hurt and I may cry, but at least you are here. Even, fuck. I need my guitar pick. Hold on. I need something to pick with. I'm trying to use my finger.
You have a guitar, but you don't have a pick?
My last pick broke, and I haven't been to the store yet. Leave me alone.
Dude, just order a bunch off eBay. It's like $3-4 and you get like 100. Yeah. And don't tell me you've never heard of eBay. Jesus.
I don't order off of eBay.
Yeah, you can order them. You want, I can order it for you right now. That
I think this worked. Fuck. Even though I walk through the valley, I will not fear, 'cause you are here. Fuck. I don't know. Hold on. I have a guitar pick here somewhere. 1 sec. But I know my fiance is watching this too. I want to wish her a happy 7 months today. You know, it's been 7 months.
Yeah.
And I never thought me and her would be together for 7 months, dude. And it fucking hit. It's hitting home. But dude, it hit hard when I realized it was 7 months today. Like I was even telling Scarlett. You know, like I never thought, I would be, the whole situation after Julie, I never thought I would be in a relationship again.
Yeah.
Like somehow, some way, I'm in a relationship. And what? Fuck. I used to be shit. Then after this, we'll get back to talking to Kayla. I agree, Bonnie. Kayla, is that what your shows are going to be?
Yeah, most likely. Since I seem to be one of the only ones out there that have like, hundreds of DVDs and Blu-rays and whatnot. And now expanding collection of 4K Blu-rays.
All right, you guys ready this time?
The question is, are you ready, Dwayne?
I am.
Are
ready.
You ready to rock?
All right, here we go. Even though when I walk through the valley, I will not fear, 'cause you are here. I know that I may pass through months, but it helps when I see your face. Every time I see your face, it puts a great big smile on mine. Every time I hear your voice, it, I'm done. I'm done. Ignore that. I'll have Mel edit it out. I can't do it. He puts out that big ass sigh going, I'm gonna kick your ass, Dwayne. Dude, it's not right when you don't have a fucking guitar pick.
No, it doesn't usually pan out.
Like, it doesn't, like, I can sit here and do like this. Hold on.
You have a quarter?
No, I know, but I can sit here and pick around and do stuff like this. Oh, Susan, fine. It's like, Philo, you might have to order me a thing of thin picks.
All right, I'll do that. Because yeah, this is tragic.
Thin, not hard, thin.
Yes, I got you, thin.
I don't know. Very tragic. It is, dude. Like, I used to have 120 guitar picks, and over the years they broke.
Well, you know, when you get down to 20, you probably should consider buying some more, Dwayne. Just saying.
Well, here's the thing with us guitarists, man. We either break them or we lose them.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, like, when you get to a certain point and you don't have that many, you probably should get some more.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
That's probably a great idea.
But, guys, I think after all this tragedy and shit is where I'm going to fucking end this. Plus, I got to text TLO my fucking address now anyway, so you can order these goddamn picks.
Yeah, you can do that at any time, Dwayne. We don't need to necessarily get off for that.
And plus, I got a woman I got to call.
Ah, I gotcha. She's feeling a lack of closeness at the moment.
Not that woman. I got to call the woman back from Rent Center.
Yeah, call her back and be like, you're going to fix this shit. You want to fix this shit right now.
But, guys, I will be on with Tim tonight. TLO might get on. I'm probably going to have TLO get on with Tim.
Yeah, very well made.
Yeah, you need to. Get on there with Tim.
Yeah, that would probably be trouble, though, because I'm sure I could take it down a very dark path.
But, guys, I am your host, Dwayne Lanham, with your co-host, TLO. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not feeling it after the fucking technical difficulties.
That's all right, man.
But, guys, TLO, any closing words?
The words of Buckaroo Banzai. No matter where you go, there you are.
From the seas to from the sea to the skies, from the the shitty Buckeye state of Ohio, where masks are mandatory and you can't even have sex without one.
That's what I heard.
Good night, universe. Yeah, you didn't